to tell you the truth, you are doing it all wrong. And for you to do it right this time, you need to watch this video till the end, because you don't want to miss any section of this video. Why do you think you are doing it all wrong? See, what I need you to know is that your thumbnail have a very powerful impression to give about your video. Nobody knows if your video is very insightful or not, but it is what they say. The way the saying goes that the way you dress is the way you be addressed is applied to your YouTube video as well. Let's say, for example, that okay, you carry a lot of value, you have a good character, you are a good person, but when people see you, they would not want to come closer to you. But you know yourself that you're a good person, right? And when people see you, they will look at you like some kind of rash person. But at the end of the day, maybe months or years later, when they finally realize that okay, they just need to accept you for who you are and just come closer to you, they'll be like, oh, I thought that you are that kind of brass person. And why do you think that they thought? It's because you need to know that your appearance has a lot of things to do how people see you. It gives a lot of impression of how people see you. Now you need to know as a person that you need to work on your appearance as well, because it doesn't only have to do with what you carry, but how you portray yourself, how people see you. That same thing also applies to your YouTube video. A lot of people have a lot of successful YouTubers they are following, and they do not care about you, that you are just starting out. Even if you have a lot of knowledge and you have a lot of insightful information to give to them, what will attract them is actually your thumbnail and give a lot of good impression about your video. Now, after they click on your video because your thumbnail is very impressive, is attractive, what you need to know is that they don't need your intro. They don't need to know, oh, hello, how are you?
Or this for this and that, I'm from where, or from the sky, or
they don't need to know about that. Please, let's trash that. Nobody needs to know about your video intro, please. That's one, it's all gone. They just need to know what you need to offer them. They need, because they click your video for a reason, right? So you need to eat it, or you need to go straight to the point, not trying to dribble or dabble or trying to talk about yourself or where you come from. Nobody cares about who you are, but they care about the value you are trying to give them. I know you'll be asking yourself, how can I make the beginning of my video very, very impressive, very attractive, that people want to watch from the beginning till the middle and till the end? All you have to do is very simple. Just infuse emotion into your video. Think about what to trigger the audience while they are watching your video. Just think about it. Think about it. Why do you watch your successful YouTubers video in the first place? Those people that you watch their video, why do you think you watch their video in the first place? So you need to also think about your audience as well. What do you think will attract them? What do you think will catch their attention in the beginning? And that is working on your hook. Now you've worked on your hook, and you need to know how to carry them on the journey, which is the middle of your video and to the very end. And that is where the watch hour comes in. Many people focus on a long video because it's going to increase their watch hour if that video actually attracts a lot of audience. I'm not saying that increasing your watch hour is not good. Make sure that when you increase your video, you increase the length of your video from 6 minutes to 12 minutes, maybe to 20 minutes. Make sure that you are able to carry your audience on a journey. They are able to watch the beginning of your video, the middle, until the end, because I bet you it's not easy for someone to carry audience on a journey from them to watch from the beginning to the middle to the end. But you need to infuse that, because you need to get more views, you need to get more community, because you are not just building numbers or subscribers here. We are building communities, we are increasing our watch hours and also increasing our views as well. As a new YouTuber, you might think that why am I making emphasis on your thumbnail, on your hook, on the middle of your video, on the end of your video? I'm trying to make you to understand that, see, you are just a pen in the middle of oceans of successful YouTubers. So you need to have your own audience as well. You need to know that people need to start watching your videos. People need to start getting engaged on your videos. That is the reason why you need to work on your thumbnail, also your title as well. I know that we create a lot of videos and we implement and also put in a lot of work, invest a lot of things, a lot of time, information, research in a particular video. I know, but what most people skip is the title, the description, the thumbnail. I know I'm also guilty of the fact that okay, we'll create the video first, then the thumbnail, then we are going to look for how we are going to just put the description together. I know most of us work on the title a lot. We work on the title, we make sure that it is highly optimized, but we leave our thumbnail, we leave our description, and we just work on our video and work on our titles. It's not supposed to be so. The most perfect time for us to create our thumbnail is when we have not even created our videos, when we not even start shooting our videos. So you need to work on your title at the beginning. I know your title is the first thing most of us used to work on. Your title, when you're working on your title, work on your description immediately as well. Make sure you are infusing relevant keyword, not saturated keyword, because you don't want to be spamming YouTube here. And if you're spamming YouTube, at the long run you are going to be shadow banned, and that is the fact, and you need to get that. So you need to start looking for keywords that are relevant. So working on your thumbnail first, then your title, then your description, then creating your video. Then you know that okay, you've done all the things you need to do, then you can relax and shoot your video and put in all the insightful information you want to put in. So that's it. And I bet that if you implement all these things that I've been saying, you are going to get massive and increase in watch hour, views, subscribers, and you are not just going to build numbers alone in subscribers, you are going to build communities. I know there is a particular settings called made for kids, or no, it is not made for kids. That particular settings, I need you to head on to your YouTube studio to go and check it now. Is your video or is your channel generally made for kids? If it is not made for kids, please don't make the mistake of putting it in made for kids, because you are going to limit the amount of how YouTube algorithm is going to put or push your channel to more audience. You need to remove that made for kids. But if your channel is about be shark all this kind of rhythms, or is made for kids generally, no problem, you can just put it as made for kids. But if it is not, please go and remove it now. You need to remove it now. Put it in no, it is not made for kids if your channel generally is not made for kids. The next one is the location category. I know that when I first created my YouTube channel, I thought, oh, if I put United Kingdom or United States, it's going to push my videos and my channel the more to people that are located in that region, that country. No, it is not true and it is not right. See, what I need you to know is that it is the content of what you are pushing that is what YouTube is going to push to the right audience. If you are creating content that doesn't make sense, that doesn't align with the people that are in the United States, that doesn't even that they can't even relate with, YouTube algorithm is not going to push your videos or your channel to them. So you need to go and remove that your location categories from the United Kingdom and put it exactly in where you are located. For example, I'm located in Nigeria, so I have to, and I ought to put it in Nigeria, so I'm not putting it in one kind of United Kingdom or United States. So my country, my location doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as well. But it matters when you are putting a wrong location. When it comes to monetization, my channel might be demonetized because this thing might actually affect monetization, and you will not want that at all. So why stress yourself? You need to start working on the kind of content you want to start pushing that will interest those people in the United States, United Kingdom, not your location. You can put your location even in India. People that put their location in India, that they are located in India, and put their correct location, They are attracting people that are actually in the United Kingdom because their content interests them. And this last section is what people don't pay attention to. A lot of people make mistake, and when I was just starting out on my social media journey, I made the same mistake on other social media platforms. This is what the mistake is. I stalk my social media posts with a lot of irrelevant hashtags. People actually mistake tags to hashtag. No, tag and hashtag, they are completely different word. Your hashtag is what you put in your description, or maybe some in your title. Yes, that is your hashtag. But now, don't make the mistake of bombarding your description with a lot of irrelevant hashtag. Please don't do that. I would recommend putting like 6 to 10 hashtag. Is okay. Or if you don't want to put up to 10, maybe 5 to 6 hashtag is okay in your description. That is all. That is about hashtag. Now, about tag, there is another section differently made for tag. For example, if you are creating a video on how to create a new YouTube channel, this tag, you are going to put it like, okay, the first tag would be how to create a new YouTube channel, new YouTube channel, small YouTube, all those relevant tags, relevant keywords, relevant SEO optimized keywords, and make sure that you've made concrete research on that before you put in the keywords, before you put in the tags, because you don't want to put in some kind of relevant tag or hashtag. And this tag is very important, and most people, they actually miss out on it because they are trying to upload a particular video on their phone. But I would advise that you make use of your laptop if you want to upload videos on your YouTube channel, so that you'll be able to see a lot of sections you are missing out on your phone, because your phone might look like, okay, you've done everything, but you've not done everything. Please, you need to head on to your laptop and go to your YouTube studio to check every section you need to do. Please, the tag section is very, very important because it allows algorithm to push your video the more. It pushes it the more. I've come to the end of this video. Do help to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because you would never want to miss on any other updates or tips or tricks or secrets that those successful YouTubers are making use of. So if you also want to know if you are fully optimized your channel, this particular video is what you need to watch right now. Like, right now. Go, I will not tell you. Yeah, go and watch it. You need to watch this particular video right now on how to optimize your channel. Or if you want to have that full confidence in you that, okay, you've optimized your channel, watch this video.